enjoying the RFD Musicale, featuring Schroeder and his boys. Tune in again next week at this same time for another pleasant half hour of music on the RFD.
You know, there's an interesting story behind those Schroeder boys. And that is how they first got on television. Care to hear it? Well, it all started simply enough. Early one summer morning out on a county road leading to Centerville, out near the Holiday Farm. There was a car parked off the road. Somebody was sleeping in it. A tractor came up the road. Somebody was driving it. That's how it all began.
Gotcha.
Hey, let go of me.
Planning to swipe something, were you?
Oh, for heaven's sake.
Okay, sister, what's your story?
It just so happens you're blocking the road.
Oh, come on now. You can think of a better one than that.
The road, in there.
Oh, that one. Well, I guess the laugh's on me.
And the bruise is on me. Now, would you mind moving this, please?
The car? I'm afraid I can't at the moment anyway. Flat tire. Broke the key to the trunk, see? So no spare. Very awkward.
Now, look, I have all the problems I want for today. My father's got a sprained wrist, the farm work is piling up, and I'm trying to make like a hired man. Say, you're not looking for work, are you?
Well, not at the moment, thanks. But I could sure use a telephone.
Well, you can use ours if it'll help get you out of here.
Well, let's say it would help anyway.
Climb on. Back there.
Oh. Hey, you got a pilot's license for this?
Scared?
Oh, just checking. Hey, look, I'm really very sorry about grabbing you so hard. I sort of forgot myself. You know how it is.
Yeah, I know how it is. Fasten your seatbelt.
Hey, look now, no funny stuff. Okay, beautiful. I guess that evens us up.
I'll show you where you can wash up.
No, thanks. You'd probably have me washing up at the horse trough. I know a pump when I say one. And I say one.
Well, I'll be doggone. Now what's that daughter of ours up to?
Must be a mighty deep well.
Oh, here you are.
Oh, Mom, Dad, this is Mr. Kemp.
Oh, how do you do?
My name's Holiday.
Hi. Oh, had a little tire trouble, and your charming daughter was kind enough to offer me the use of your telephone.
Why, of course. And I just know you can use some breakfast, too, Mr. Kemp.
Well, that's sure mighty nice of you. I hate to impose.
Oh, tut-tut. You come right on in.
Sure. Oh, thanks. I better wash up a bit first.
Oh, but not here.
Oh, he likes pumps.
We haven't used that pump for 4 years since we put in the new water system. You remember?
Oh, that's right, we haven't. I just bet that's why it wouldn't work. Now we both have sore arms, haven't we? Muscles.
You come with me, Mr. Kemp. I'll see that you get a clean towel and a washcloth. And I'll see that you get the stuff in the
Gee, Dad, he asked for it, the smart aleck.
Smart aleck?
Dad, how would you like him for a hand?
Him?
Oh, just for a day or so until we catch up.
He's no farmer.
Well, not at the moment, anyway.
But, Mr. Twill, when have I ever failed you? The trumpet player? But I had nothing to do with that. Well, I know it was the night of the show, but mumps can happen to anyone. What's that? By Friday night? You're joking. Oh, you're not, huh? Yeah. Yeah, I understand. Completely. Fine and dandy.
Trouble?
Yeah, if I don't find a good musical act by Friday night, I'm out of a job.
Are you in show business, Mr. Kemp?
Talent scout. Television.
We enjoy ours so much.
What does he think I am, a magician?
How would you like to do a little horse trading?
Sorry, I've got a problem to work out.
Well, maybe I know a way for you to work out of it.
I don't get it.
Well, look, you're looking for a good musical act, and I know where you can get one. And we're looking for a hand for a few days, and you look healthy. Are you interested? Call Schroeder and his boys.
Carl Schroeder. Say now, I bet he would.
Awfully nice boys. Whole family. Go to our church, you know.
Any good?
Better than most of the stuff that comes out of our television set.
Charlie, he's the oldest. Teaches Sunday school.
Let's see, there's a bass fiddle, accordion, guitar, vibraphone,
Has for years. Awfully good teacher.
saxophone.
When can I hear them?
Well, now that might be a problem. Understand the boys are away. Be back Friday, though.
Well, it was a nice idea anyway.
But you said you had until Friday.
Yep, to get an act my boss likes.
Well, we can hold an audition in the barn on Friday evening.
And the boss watches it through a crystal ball 150 miles away.
Can't you wire him to come down here?
My boss?
He could stay overnight. We'd love to have him.
Sure, bring him along.
Oh, that's the modern man for you. No gumption, no spirit of adventure, even afraid of his boss. Oh, give me the old pioneers. They never said die.
If they're no good, I get fired. As it is now, I get fired. So what can I lose? Okay, I'll gamble on this Schroeder combination.
And the audition?
And the audition, I'll wire the boss.
Good. Now we come to your end of the bargain.
My end? Oh, the hired hand business? Oh, come now, you weren't serious about that. Now, look, this wasn't my idea. Now, scram, all of you. Contrary critters, aren't they?
You sure you've been on a farm before?
Yeah, when I was a kid, vacationing. Matter of fact, I own a farm.
That's so.
All right, girls, you all stay out and play a while. Yep, grandfather left it to me. Some farm, too.
What do you raise?
Weeds. And I'm surprised they grow. The farm's completely worn out. Haven't been near the place for years.
But today, so-called worn-out land can be built up.
Not this land. Gramps had it figured out the good Lord meant him to use the soil. He did. He overdid it. Anyway, don't worry, Mr. Holliday. I know my way around this sort of thing. All right, girls. It's all yours. And wipe your feet. Well, if it isn't Mrs. Simon Legree herself.
Finished?
Yep. Hey, how about us catching a movie in town tonight?
Next, post holes.
Just a thought.
35 of them.
35.
They're all marked off. We should be able to do them by noon.
By noon.
Easily.
Oh, sure. After all, what's sort of making 35 little post holes in the ground?
Ever use a digger?
Now, look, Blue Eyes. Let you and me get one thing straight. If it's all the same to you, I know an ear of corn from a sweet potato, okay? Now, this digger, it's in the barn, I suppose.
I better get it.
I'll get it. You just relax. I'll make you 35 of the prettiest little post holes you've ever seen. By noon.
Okay.
If it kills me. Any suggestions? Hey, Bess. That girl you have on the place here, how about putting in a good word for me tonight at milking time, okay? Do the same for you sometime. Uh-oh, back to work we go. Now look, this isn't like digging in a sand pile, you know.
One hole. Two holes. Of course, if you still insist on doing it your way, after all, you know an ear of corn from a sweet potato. Oh, I'd better do this. You go clean out the dairy barn.
That sounds like nice, clean fun, too. Hey. Would you mind if I ask you a personal question?
No, what?
When was this barn cleaned out last?
Finished?
I'm afraid to say it, but yes.
Then you wouldn't mind loading up the spreader then.
This? In there? Mine? Not at all.
Not too full.
The kindest word you've said today.
Wait, I'll get rid of this.
Wait, why wait? I'll start right in. Hey, Bess. Or are you Susie? Anyway, those Schroeder fellas better make some mighty sweet sounding music for the boss. Hey, don't you cows ever have anything else to do?
Woody. Nothing to it. Beautiful dreamer, awake unto me.
Beautiful Dreamer, vocal by Pat Holliday. That's always been my favorite, Pat.
Uh-huh.
Have you ever been sorry, dear?
Oh, golly, I hope 2 cherry pies are going to be enough. Oh, Mom, you should have seen him yesterday trying to feed the hogs. He acted as if they were dinosaurs. I laughed so hard I nearly fell off the fence.
About giving up your singing career, I mean.
Oh, I studied voice, got some breaks, managed to click, made some recordings.
But you said it was fun.
And so it was. And I gave it up. And why? Oh, because I'm happiest here on the farm, where people are folks and neighbors are good friends. Oh, Mom, you should have seen Mr. Muscles this morning trying to milk the cows. Poor Elsie.
You shouldn't call him Muscles, Pat. After all, he is our guest.
Correction, hired hand.
We want him to think well of us.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, our relationship is strictly business.
Where is he now?
Oh, I left him whitewashing the rocks. He ought to be able to do that right, I hope. Well, most of it's on the rocks anyway. You know, Mom, he's not bad looking. I'll say that. Oh, but he's so smart.
You mean to tell me all this was worn out land?
At one time. Probably no better than your farm, Bill.
Well, I'll be darned.
Oh, we got it built back all right. A lot of us had to learn the hard way that you can't just keep on taking from the land without putting something back. Lumber folks had to learn the same lesson.
Give and you'll get, huh?
Right. Take that farm of yours. Worn out, you say. Maybe so. But you start using it right, the way nature intended. And pretty soon you'll have a nice piece of productive land again. That's nature's way. Work with her and she works with you.
Sounds pretty simple.
Now you put a man on your farm with some gumption, with some, well, doggone it, some downright love for farming. Get him to using modern farming methods, and it'll pay off just like any well-run business. Well, Pat isn't working you too hard, is she?
Well, I am learning quite a few things about modern farming, I'll say that.
Well, watch that girl. Tends to get a little too much wind in her sails sometimes. Typical woman, you know. Make a fool of you every time if you're not careful.
I'll keep that in mind. Yes, sir. I'll just keep that in mind. Oh.
Oh, Bill!
How does it sound to you?
Oh, I was...
Oh, don't apologize. I sort of liked it.
Oh, don't be smart.
Sort of worried, weren't you?
Of course not.
You know something? Your eyes are sure mighty pretty, especially when they throw sparks.
I don't like loafing on the job.
But Blue Eyes, I'm finished.
Oh, well, in that case, the water tank needs filling.
Of course, and how would Madame like it filled?
With water. 2 buckets at a time.
You know, I think she's trying to get me to collapse now. What a girl you got here, Elsie. Think she goes for me? No hurry. Let me know next trip. Trip 9. If you were my car, you'd darn well learn to do all your drinking in the creek. Say, tell me something, will you? When you folks put in electricity and piped water out to the barn, how come you didn't pipe it to this tank, too? It is between the house and the barn, you know.
Oh, but we did.
That's the payoff. You take me for a jolly little ride on the wagon. Yeah, and a ride on the pump handle and the post hole digger and loading manure. Okay, those I asked for, but this is a downright female kind of a trick.
What's the matter? Can't you take it?
Take it? I can, but can you? There. How'd you like that, my little chickadee?
Like it? Oh, I loved it. You big baboon.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Let me go!
7,
You Kemp, you
8,
wouldn't. You Kemp, you wouldn't.
9, 10.
You're fired.
Oh, think it over again.
Oh, I hate you.
That I can understand.
Oh.
I wouldn't have missed this for anything.
I just don't understand how anyone could fall into the watering tank.
Seen Pat around?
Nope. In fact, I haven't seen much of her at all since she fell into the watering tank yesterday.
I just wondered. You're doing fine. Drive her like an old hand.
These things sure make farming a breeze.
Oh, not quite. But it is mighty hard to beat that plow when it comes to saving time and money, I'll say that.
Well, what did farmers do before you had stuff like this?
When the horses and mules did a day's work, field work stopped, that's all.
And now you can work right around the clock, I suppose.
Can if necessary. Almost have several times. After all, we can't control weather, even today. And I've known times we've saved a whole crop by working longer hours.
You really go for farming, don't you, Mr. Holliday?
It's a good business.
Farm long?
All my life.
Ever think of leaving?
A couple of times when I was young. Glad I never did, though.
I guess you've seen a lot of changes. Why, this place is nothing like I remember farming.
A lot of changes have come. Good roads, telephone, radio, electricity, chemical weed and insect controls, crop rotation methods, mechanical aids. Good changes, all of them.
I guess everything changes all right.
Not everything.
Oh?
The way a man feels about his land. Farmers have always wanted to do their best by the land. Today we can. We have the means and a better way of looking at it. Maybe that's why we've been able to feed a good part of the world.
You make it sound mighty good.
You're still a young man, Bill.
Preaching again, Dad?
I guess it wasn't that, eh, Bill?
Yeah, well, I'll be getting on.
But I came all the way out here to bring this to you. It was just phoned in from the telegraph office.
Well, thanks. The boss, he's coming tonight, 8 o'clock.
Well, no, I'd sort of forgotten this was Friday.
Boy, I sure haven't.
Neither have I.
You're sure now these Schroeder boys are good?
Oh, wait till you hear them.
I sure hope it clicks.
Well, I guess I'll be running along.
What's the steam pressure?
Oh, I'm getting the barn all fixed up. After all, we want this to be something that Mr. Kemp will remember for a long time.
Gee, that's swell of you, Pat.
Oh, no trouble at all. Be seeing you.
You know, I'll just never understand women.
I never tried.
Sorry.
Oh, secret?
Surprise.
Okay, have it your way. Anyway, thanks for your help. You know, I didn't know this thing tonight meant anything to you at all, beyond the means of getting some work done on the place.
Oh, it means a lot.
Pat,
Yes?
there's something I'd like to say to you.
I think Mother's calling me.
Tonight, then, huh? After the audition?
Yeah, sure. I can hardly wait to hear what you have to say to me tonight after the audition.
Why I drove 154 miles to audition a musical act in a barn I'll never know. It better be good. It is good, isn't it?
Why, yeah, I hope so. That is... Well, why else would I have wired you?
Is everybody ready?
I think so.
First, the curtain. There. out there and wow 'em.
This is your idea of television?
I've never seen this before.
154 miles.
I just can't understand it.
I think I can.
We have more cows down below. You did like it, didn't you?
Mrs. Holliday, I've never seen anything quite like it.
I know. I'm fired.
And this time for good.
And that fixes that. Guess I'll be moving along. Thanks for everything, Mrs. Holliday. You've been most kind. Thanks for all your advice, Mr. Holliday. On farming, I mean.
I think I can be home by 11.
You're not staying, but we thought that...
I've got to get back. I'm sorry, Mrs. Holliday. I've just got to get...
Oh, no.
Pat.
Oh, but you can't go, Mr. Twill. The boys are going to play another number.
That won't be necessary. That last number was quite enough. Quite. Would you show me where my bags are?
Why, certainly.
Good night. This has been a very unusual evening, I assure you.
Mom, we've got to do something to stop him.
Mr. Twill?
Oh, him, too. Oh, it was all my fault. I got calling the boys to do what they did. I wanted to get even with Bill. Oh, it was all my idea.
The animals, too. My.
But I didn't mean for him to get fired.
Oh, Mr. Twill was emphatic about that.
All right. I loused up the audition. I'll just have to unlouse it. Mom?
Yes?
Go do something to stop Mr. Twill.
But what?
Oh, I don't know. I don't care, but hurry. Boys, we've got to think of something quick.
Sure thing, Pat.
What's up?
Oh. What did you do?
I haven't had a chance to do anything yet.
Well, I'll get them away from the car and then do something.
Bring those bags back.
Where are you going?
My, it's such a sad sound.
Well, don't just stand there.
She went in her bedroom.
I don't care where she went. Get my bags.
You get them. She locked the door.
My.
Can't you do something?
What do you suggest?
All right, I'll leave without my bags. But you see it, they're sent to me. Good night, Mrs. Holliday.
Good night, Mr. Twill.
Who the devil let the air out of my tires?
All right, I'm still going back tonight in your car.
Oh, I never thought of that.
I did.
Oh, Mom, you're wonderful.
This is preposterous.
My friends say I love you. Our folks all think it's fine. The neighbors know I love you. It's on the party line. The gossip is that you know how to drive a tractor, use a plow. They sure will find it paradise to live on love and cherry pies. Every day I send you a dozen valentines. The postman knows I love you. He reads between the lines. He knows that this was meant to be our heaven on the RFD. That special mail is you for me in heaven on the RFD. My heart says I love you. I might as well confess. And so I say I love you, as everyone has guessed. So tell me now that you agree our heavens on the RFD will raise a crop or two or three in heaven are the